Welcome and technology to Sabassembler. As you already know, we're here to unbox the Batman Samurai Edition from XM Studios, quarter scale. I'm aware this is no new statue, this has been there for many years, but in my eyes this is still a beautiful statue, and since I want to complete the Batman Samurai line, I believe this is a must unboxing video and I would like to share with you. I also know there have been a lot of beautiful, wonderful review and unboxing videos in the past years from Marvelous Collectibles, Mr. X from Extreme Channel, Cisco, Batman Statue Collector, and B-Mother Reviews. I would say I want to respect and thank you for you guys making these wonderful videos, and I love all the videos you've done in the past. So I just want to add and participate and add my part to this statue, and let's get started to unbox this bad boy. And as usual, probably I assume this is the art print. Wow, this is a really nice art print. I'm not sure if you can see that properly. This looks really nice actually. Let's put this aside. I probably have to get all these framed someday. Sorry, we just had some issues to get this box out of the shipping box, but that's why we fast forward. So let's get to the main box. Well, you usually have the wonderful hardcover box from XM Studios. What they did with the Batman box is some kind of old, as if like weathered kind of brown, gray kind of tonish color, or a bit kind of images that I'll show you. You can see it on the side and all over. You can see it. It looks pretty good. It's better than the other kind of just plain black they use for the other statues.
So በቻየሽውና የበጃ ምንዝና ገና 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 ምን አይተሽ ልርት ያለሽ ገና 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 ምን አይተሽ ልርት ያለሽ ገና 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 ቶቄን መቻየሽው የውሃ ቃኑን ለአገር ቀርቶ ለዓለም የሚተርፈውን ዲማም ተሻገሪ ዋሸራም እለፊ ሞልቶ የሚፈስበት የቅን የጥራፊ ገና 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 ምን አይተሽ ልርት ያለሽ ገና 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 ምን አይተሽ ልርት ያለሽ ደንዬ 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 የትም ቢጃዳለው እግሬ ካደረሰው ደንዬ ቤቱ ለእንግዳ ነው ወትሮም የጎጃም ሰው ወትሮም ያገሬ ሰው ደንዬ ያባየ ጣና እናት የፍቅር አብነት ደንዬ ለምለም አገር ጎጃም አምሳለ ገነት አምሳለ ገነት ደንዬ 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 ትከሻውን ሰበቅ በቁመት መታ የሞተን ያነቃል የጎጃም እስክስታ አታሞው ብቱት ወጥሞቅ አርጉለት አማራዊ ጨሳል አንድ ምት ያለለት
Welcome back. Now let's get down to what we've all been waiting for. Just from very beginning, from what I can see right here from the bass, it's really nice. It's nicely painted. It's actually really heavy. Even though as I said, I've watched a lot of videos about reviews and unboxing about this Batman, and I didn't expect the statue, this bass to be that big. It's actually much bigger than I expected, and it's pretty heavy too. And I'm happy about that because I love big heavy pieces and statues. I know like XM Studios used to be known for big basses, and now somehow they started to make smaller basses, and I understand like people don't have the space, but honestly that was like their kind of label, and I love big basses because they tell a story, and the statue needs a big bass and it makes it much more impressive. It makes it an eye catcher. If people are willing to give that up because of space, I don't support that, but I can understand why people want that, but still I think it takes away so much from the statue's grace and makes it less impressive too. But let's start the assembling. I believe we start off with the Batman. main body, and it's really nice and really heavy too. And you can see at the side the kind of points. They're actually, I believe they're made out of metal, and they're really sharp. When I took it out, I almost hurt myself. And we put it in point right here. There's a peg, and I'll have to find how to fit it in, and the key too, and it fits in perfectly, no issue. And the second part, I assume, might be the cape that fits in behind. There's another peg that goes in just behind his shoulders. Just have to figure out quite how it fits in. Needs a little bit of pressure, and now we've got it in. You can see it. Maybe we should continue with the chest piece. I believe just fits in. I'll start with the Batman Beyond. This is probably something I would probably never be using, but it's still interesting to have. I used to be a big fan of the Batman Beyond TV shows, and just so it fits, let's start with the Batman Beyond. You get like 3 swords, like these katana swords, and there's a red one for the left arm. And let's just see. Fits in, it goes in just like that with a peg, but it's a nice fit. Let's see let's start with the head. Here we have the dark kind of Batman Beyond with the red eyes, completely black, has the kind of a samurai style face, but all painted black. Maybe with the left arm, with the right arm. Let's start with one. Just fits in low. Fits in just like that. Which hand should we use? Maybe just the open hand. The statue has so many switch out options, and it's almost like, I don't know, you just don't know like from which one to choose. It's almost like a buffet, and there's so much food and you don't know which one to eat, what to eat. You want to try everything, but you get full after a while. Not sure if this is the correct one. I don't think so. It does have a key, and I believe this is inside. It does have like an edge, so it tells you which one goes where. This one's, yeah, and these fit in with a magnet, pretty strong one too. So I believe this is one of the first options you could choose from, and my first impression is, wow, this is actually really nice. I love the way the cape kind of just like blows in the wind, and it's pretty nice. It's really nice actually, and it's not like overly big. I love the way it stands, how Batman's standing on the roof of some temple or Japanese kind of building. It's almost like you see in the Batman movies where Batman's always on the rooftop of the Wayne Tower or similar kind of buildings, and he's just about to jump down and catch all the bad guys or bad dudes and villains. And that's the same kind of impression you get here, only that it plays in Japan, and I really love that. Maybe let's just switch out another option. Start with the head. Maybe let's take the kind of, you have the regular portrait, like more just like a classical Batman kind of look. And let's just, maybe we switch out the left arm, the right arm. There's this other arm here for the, I believe it's only for the, is it the harpoon gun or so? And here we have the gun, and the kind of harpoon thing is really sharp and it seems really fragile, but with XM Studios wonderful packaging and nothing happened, it all came fine. And this statue, I mean this arm, this special arm has its own shoulder paddings, I believe. And we have to change the chest plates. Let's make him look more like a classical Batman. And take off the, let's maybe choose the Batarang. Here we have more like a classical Batman. This is, I could imagine just displaying him like that if you don't, I mean for people who are not so interested in the Japan style and want more classical Batman, this is the way to go. And it's really nice. I like the face portrait here. It's really nicely painted and you have some shadings and which are really nice, and it makes it look more realistic. I can't, if I just take it off for a moment, it looks like there's like some kind of dark parts like painted where it seems like Batman's been fighting and he's kind of dirty and but he's still not done yet for the night, and it's all nice paint. It's all like kind of a matte black color, and I like the way they did the Batman suit. It has a more kind of mechanical or modern kind of look, a bit like in Batman Beyond, like the Batman, the Dark Knight kind of TV shows. But that's really nicely, it's really nicely made. I really like that. I know you can display him, from what I heard, like without the cape, but for me Batman always has to have a cape unless it's Batman Beyond. Like for me that's the only exception. But Batman for me has to have a cape. Something I forgot to mention is at the back of the base you have like this Batman symbol, like Batman samurai symbol with the Batman, the bat kind of symbol, and with a kind of Asian kind of look on it. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it looks really nice. Probably people will never see it, but it's still a nice Easter egg or gadget to have. let's go for the other way. Let's switch it out with another head. Let's go for the kind of with the Batman portrait with the kind of neck or kind of cover, or where let's switch out the left hand batarang with for the sword. Fits in right here. It's a little bit wobbly, but it still holds and looks pretty cool actually. And let's change the shoulder pads. Just have to look for the correct ones. I believe this one is for the left arm. Not sure if I have the right one. This one I believe is for the... Is this correct? Because it seems a bit loose. Oh, yeah, I think I got it this time. Let's just switch out the shoulder pad for this one. Yeah. Now you have, this is like the totally samurai, the Japanese kind of look for Batman. And it looks really nice. It has more like a kind of, these shoulder pads have more like a bronze or copper kind of, or tiny gold shadings kind of look. They're not as black as the rest of the body. I'm not sure if it comes out on the camera, but it does look really nice. I'm just checking it. I don't know if everything's clear. You can see it nicely. It's just, we do have another kind of Japanese style face. It's a bit more like the the regular, like the classical Batman look, but with around the mouth with some Asian touch. It's a bit like this one, but without the neck covers. I think I made a mistake. Before you put the head, I believe you should add the larger shoulder pads first. This one, it looks cool too. It's nice. I don't know, it's somewhere in between, as I said, like the regular Batman, like classical Batman, and the Asian touch. Let's just switch out the look again. And let's start with the shoulder padding. And I'll add I'll add the second sword here. A little issue with the pegs, just to find. Yeah, now it's done nicely. This looks really nice. I love the way Batman looks like this. It's nice. I love the Asian touch, but at the same time you have the classical kind of, or the kind of this modern classical Batman look. Let me just put it back to the other Japanese Batman. Here we have kind of just like the classical, just like the full, I believe is like the full Asian Batman look you can get, and it looks really nice. I could imagine displaying him this way. This is really beautiful. I love the way it looks. Just, I know I've said this before, but still, this statue is wonderful. At the moment, I don't know like what to complain about. The statue is just wonderful. The only thing I could complain about is the hands. They're a little bit loose. The hands are a bit loose. You can like turn them around a bit, but they still fit in. Like, probably the issue is that it's just a peg and not a key. It's not like they will fall out, but you can kind of turn them around a bit. I wouldn't be afraid that they would fall out someday, but still, it could have been done better, I believe. But this is just like nitpicking, really. And well, yeah, we still have like one head. Maybe here we have the unmasked Batman. Let me just add him onto this one. Here we go. Here you have him. I hope you can see him properly. Let me just check that. Looks really nice. Actually looks really nice. It's better than I expected. However, since, I mean, I know Batman's Bruce Wayne's Batman, but still, I don't see it's nice to have, but I don't see myself ever displaying him with the unmasked portrait. I love the way like the eyes are done. The kind of blue touch tone is really nice, and it's really nicely done. It has a kind of gloss to finish to the eyes, so it makes it look, to add to the realism. But still, I don't really see myself using this portrait. As usual, like I'm not a big fan of like unmasked. If I display a statue, it has to be like the real way, or the classical look, mostly at least. There are some more other switch outs I haven't like gone over. Like there's a fist for the left arm. I don't ever see myself using this. We can put it on, but I don't believe I'll ever be using this. And there's an open arm for the right hand. But as I said, I don't believe I'll ever use this. I love the way the swords are made. Like the swords are actually, I believe they're real metal. These are metal, and they're much bigger than I expected, as I have seen after I've seen like previous videos, and that's a plus, I believe, for XM Studios quality. As you can see, I have the open and closed hand, but still, I don't see myself ever displaying it this way. I mean, if you have swords and batarangs, I mean, realistically, who would ever use that? Why would I choose to have a closed arm or hand? Let's just put it back to the sword. I believe probably this will be the way I'll be displaying it. I might change it over every now and then, but still I'm really happy with this piece. And as I said, if you have the chance to get this piece, just don't hesitate, get it. Even though it's an older piece, but this doesn't make it less impressive or nice or good to have. Especially if you're into the Batman Samurai line. You want to complete that, just like me. This is not a massive statue. It's not like crazily big. It's not a small statue, but it's not a huge, massive statue like Hulkbuster or Optimus Prime or Vulture from XM Studios. But just to see how tall it is in this pose, I believe it's to be on the safe side, it's about 61 centimeters. And with the swords, I believe like the widest point would be like from the swords to maybe the outermost point of the cape. It's about 60 centimeters too. In depth, I would say it's maybe 40 centimeters about. In the worst case, about, to be on the safe side, 40 to 41 centimeters. I'm not sure, like maybe with the harpoon gun might make it taller, I'm not sure, let's just check that out. Oh yeah, in fact it does make it taller this way, so let me just correct my mistake with the harpoon gun. It will become to be on the safe side again, I would say it's about 65 and a half, 65 or yeah, 65 and a half, 65 centimeters. Let's just check that out, correct that. Yeah, it's about 65 or 64, yeah, 64 to 65 centimeters. Here you have him. I hope you can see him properly. Let me just check that. Looks really nice. Actually looks really nice. It's better than I expected. However, since, I mean, I know Batman's Bruce Wayne's Batman, but still, I don't see it's nice to have, but I don't see myself ever displaying him with the unmasked portrait. I love the way like the eyes are done. The kind of blue touch tone is really nice, and it's really nicely done. It has a kind of gloss finish to the eyes, so it makes it look to add to the realism. But still, I don't really see myself using this portrait. As usual, like I'm not a big fan of like unmasked. If I display a statue, it has to be like the real way, or the classical look, mostly at least. So I believe this is we're coming close to the end of today's unboxing. Well, to finish off, I'm saying I'm really happy, I'm thrilled. This is a really nice piece, and if you haven't purchased this piece in the past and you're still looking for it, please, and you have the option to get it, please go out and get it. I can tell you, you won't be disappointed, certainly not. This is a really nice piece, and I'm sure it will look good in my displays. And as I said, out of 10 maybe I'll give the statue, with minus some of the small issues, a very strong 8, I would say, or 8, just because of the kind of the hands being a bit loose. And I love the paint job. The buildings have been done really nicely here. I love the painting. Maybe at some places, maybe there's kind of the gloss part is a bit too much, but still, I mean, there's a lot of different shadings. There's like gold, brown, gray, black, all kinds of yellows, and maybe a little bit of blue some parts too for the gray or so. But still, this is an amazing piece. I'm really happy about it. Is this a reason to cheer like the Ethiopian way? Yeah, I guess so. No, maybe not as much as some other statues, but still, let's cheer. And as I said, so this was, I'm happy you guys clicked in, and as I said, if you like my video, please give me a like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe for the future, and just wait and you'll see, like, I'll try to bring out more videos in the future, and there will be videos. So as I said, God bless you for the future, and God bless our statues, and just keep healthy so we can collect more. Have a nice day.